Good evening, guys. Good evening. It is now 7 o'clock Florida time and 6 o'clock Jamaica time. Guys, on this platform we'll have Wayne Forbes coming over here to speak his truth. Tonight, I'll be asking questions, people, just questions, and we can listen as Wayne answer. All right, people? Wayne, if you're watching me, I'm adding you. You know what to do? Producer Wayne, waiting on you. Well family, manners and respect to each and every one. People themselves speak up their house. Resign. So we got 6 more to go. Yay! 6 more or 5 more. We don't know if she have one of the 6. But while we wait and win. Alright? Alright. We know you want me to add you on. Our request to be added. Want to say family, manners and respect to each and every one. Big up everybody from the Andre Stevens movements, partner jar movements. Big up everybody, me know no there. Just want to say manners and respect to each and everybody. Each and every one. Manners and respect. No there, man. Manners and respect. Come on, Wayne. All right, and request to be added. You did it, brother?
How do I turn my camera off?
All right. Facebook, look at me two talk that I say Facebook are here, you know. I mean, I want nobody get missing, you know. I want everybody here
How
clear.
do I turn my camera off, caller?
Oh, you turn the camera off? Me don't know, you know. Just turn.
It's not giving me an option.
Oh, you turn the camera off. I do not know. Well, if you don't want to come party, put the kit. Turn the
I'll just turn it to the back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Can I set up this thing?
Facebook, can I make two talk, Wayne? Come on, make sure Facebook are here clear and loud, you know. YouTube, you know.
Good evening, everybody in social media land. Can you all hear me?
YouTube, when I hear him, he might come through Facebook, a speaker to YouTube. When I hear him, YouTube, talk to me, YouTube. Talk again, Wayne. Yes, then said I hear you. All right, thank you guys on YouTube. Like again, Mr. Big up everybody from Andre Stevens platform. Big up Andre Stevens. So we are doing the truth, people. We want to hear Wayne's side. So we could hear his man's side. You understand me? All right. Wayne, good evening. I'm gone. I'm gone like my figure something out and come back. He'll be back. He's figuring out how he can turn off his camera or something. Yes, people. They come YouTube. Facebook may come. He'll soon come back. Why you turn off camera? People never know say we never come on camera yet, you know. Not even the partner dry, you never seen on camera. A lie? Call I could remember we now. We ain't no cameraman, people. He's not that type of guy. So me have the question and ready, good to go, and ready to go, people. All right. Just come on back, Wayne. Come on back. If you're watching, you probably have figures. Me don't know you have figure back there. Yes. Ready to go. So yes, people. Add again. All right. I see you, boss. Add again. Added. You there?
Can you hear me, Carlos?
Loud and clear. You good?
Good evening to everybody in social media land. I want to take this opportunity to say thanks to all those who have given me their support over the last month, particularly the last 2 weeks. I want to say a big thank you for Carlos who stood in the gap for me. I want to say a big thank you.
Hold on, Wayne. 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 Hold on there. Hold on there. Hold on. Hold on there. Hold on there, Wayne. I'm going to re-add it because you get knocked off. Hold on there. Now add it back. Now add it back, Wayne. Wayne, talk. All right. Now hold on, man. Me not here. Hold on there. Now remove it and put it back. Don't worry. I will not play no game. I hear everything clear. Ease up, Wayne, so we can add it back. Want to add it back, Wayne? Let's try add it back. Hold on, people. You know them things are going on more time. They'll find a win. Don't worry. All right, add you again, my brother. Couldn't add you. Couldn't add you again, Wayne. What go on? Wayne, you like us just call in, you know. All right. There we go again. There you go again. All right, talk to me, brother.
Can you hear me now?
Come again.
Carlos, can you hear me?
You're not come to speak. People are not here. Low, man. Low,
Can you
man.
hear me now?
Me I hear about the low. People not hear me.
Let me try my headset.
Me not hear like you not come to the speaker like it not, me I hear not speaker. Facebook me no not hear him. But YouTube low. So we want to come back like how we had him before. So remove yourself and come back, bro, one more time.
Are you hearing me now?
Me I hear a good win, but I think hold on there. You know so not hear him good on Facebook, you know, but see YouTube. Before say I just call in, brother, we probably just make a call in on the phone and continue. Boom. Hold on, Wayne. People know them things are working now. Facebook and YouTube, I'm sorry, you know, I try to make it, me make it on time, as you can see. I was not late. All right, Wayne, do it again. All right. Hopefully this time we're good to go. Or else if it just call in. Talk.
Can you hear me?
Why, hello, someone. You know, say, you know, like that. Hold on, man. All right, I'll go now, Wayne.
Can you hear me?
Me, I hear about it low up on my end. On my phone now, Wayne. Talk, Wayne. Yeah, I hear about it very low. All right. Facebook, can I hear the man?
Can the audience type in to say if they're hearing or not?
Facebook, I hear you, man. But YouTube, now I hear you. So, guess what I gotta do? Facebook. Make a log out of, make come off and come back on. And no found it there, no. Please come back on. Please. I want to do it right. Now come out Facebook and I come back in. People, want it right. Want it right. Want it right, people. Alright, so may I go back in the right way. People, thank you so much. Manners and respect and enough love. And let me hear the brother. Ian. Or else, just make we call in and just go and talk through this phone. I mean, I make a difference because when I see you anyway. You know, I see your pretty face, brother. Hey, they are come true. All right. Let's go live again. All right, let's add Wayne. I'm so sorry, guys. Say old man with gadgets. You can't trust old man with gadgets. Oh, get this brother, man. Wayne boy, I don't know how to go. Never call in. You like this. It's a delay the program. Never just call in and just look to get this thing going, bro. Jesus. People me know there and I wait, no say call us, some day I wait. And I say, what can I eat that thing this? Me know not saying, me know not saying on the mind, me know no people. Me know no. Me know the whole on no I think right now. I say, call us. What go on here? We're gonna make the man just call in, man, and make we get this over. That's something to people. Wayne, what do you think about calling in? Tell me before you do because you have to do some different thing if you're calling. Because they give you a different number to call from. Jesus Christ. And people want to hear you say, no? So people want to hear you say, man. Wayne, Mr. Man just calling, bro. Because the Facebook here. Something I call it to England, not so far. Wayne, give me a minute, the people. Now give Wayne a number to call me back. Hold on. Hold on, people. Ah, boy. People, may I come there? I know so now with a 2x4 for clock and everything. May I come, people? All right. All right. Wayne, did it? Wayne. Wayne. See, your system are going bad, you know. You see that? Your system are going bad. So, Wayne, may I give you a number to call me back from? People, me sorry, also. I text Wayne now, give me a number to call me back from. Because, call from this number. Wayne, hold on there. May I give you a number to call me from? I think there's a signal that's why the Facebook not gonna work. You say that number. Call me at that number, bro. Make we chit chat on that number. Let's do it on that number. Call me at that number. Alright. Alright guys, on the there? Jaja. Alright, Wayne. Call me on that number. I'm gonna text you with. Waiting on you. Go on,
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me now?
loud and clear. Long time you shall there, so.
Right. Let me apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. I've never used Facebook like this before.
I second time I use it. So too old man. It's alright. I second time I don't shape it as the second time I use this. Yes.
And can YouTube hear me?
Yes, man. When I hear YouTube,
Oh,
Facebook, when I hear, yes, man. And now my procedure is so them I hear you loud and clear. Probably too loud.
okay. Okay.
Yes, my brother. So you
Well,
were,
let me continue with my thank you. As I said, a big thank you to you, a big thank you to Head Teacher K.
yeah.
I don't want to call other people names specific to get them in any trouble with the big grade, but for all of you who have called me, text me, stand in the gap for me on social media during the last 2 weeks, I thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. You all held me together through this difficult period. Thank you once again. Thank you all very much.
Yes, my brother.
Carlos, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. You ready?
I am.
All right. How you doing, my brother? First, how you doing? Before we go to the question, I just want to ask you. So how you doing?
Buried alive, still breathing. I have weathered the storm, Carlos.
Mm-hmm. Jaja. So people, so we're now waiting because since, we have technical difficulty, and we'll get the technician and then fix the wire and fix the speaker them. So here I don't know, we'll get right into the question. Because when I wait, this was long. So, good evening everybody there. So let me say again, good evening everybody from Andre Stephen page. Misuno, loud and clear. Trust me, if I never Andre Stephen move, this is so much on over here right now. And big up to the platform, which I am a member of. Right, I'm a student after. I wanted to know that same way. But however, Wayne, how did you meet Andre? How you guys met?
Well, I met Andre in social media land when he was on Wayne Lonesome show, and then I listened to him, I gravitated to him, and then I subscribed to his social media page and reached out to him by getting his phone number from there, and it all started from there.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the work he was doing. Social justice is my passion. So the work he was doing, it's something I gravitated to, and I just want to throw my all into it because it is something that is needed to be done. It is my passion. The space was there. I just needed to do the work.
Mhm. So why did you decide to help him?
Well, as I said, I found somebody doing work which is in my passion, and I decided that I want to throw my all behind his movement. It was difficult from the start, but my passion drove me to continue. When I met him, I got to find out his business was failing. Um, we all saw that in public. He had issues within the political area and all of that. So I decided I'm going to be a friend and a support to him because the work that he is going to do is massively beneficial to the nation. And if he's going to do that work, he will need all sorts of support, financial, emotional, and all sorts of support that would make him the Andre Stevens that everybody become to love.
All right, before we go further, the question, guys, remember this on Andre Stevens page, This page is Jamaican Carlos page. I run my page with a certain type of decorum. So make sure so when the comments make sense in every sentence and act like we're adult over here. Come black and delete, Somewhere Andre Stevens really does. It's a different platform, so guys, watch on yourself on this platform. Make we deal with this thing like adults, right? I love all our own and respect on here. But we're adults, remember that. Alright? So, how would you describe Andre? After start working my stuff?
I would describe Andre Carlos as a hammer. And if we all know a hammer is a tool, or a hammer can also be a weapon. I decided to use the hammer as a tool and not a weapon. Thus, the Partner Draw movement, particularly the Partner Draw TV, the YouTube segment of Partner Draw, rose to that level within that short space of time because within that tool, I saw a lot in him that came out in front of the public. Good investigative journalism, good storytelling, good presentation. He had all that media approach, that leader style approach. So that was how I chose to use the hammer rather than use it as a tool. Because why I said this, given how social media was operating when Andre came along, the more nastier you get on social media, the bigger your audience could be. Andre could go nasty on social media and rise to the fame very quickly. But using him in a journalistic style or investigative journalism or a media slot to fill in the locking of media coverage and broadcasting to do with poor people and the grassroots. That was how I decided to use the hammer rather than to go on social media and tear people down in a fresh way, to say, rather than you do it more in a investigative journalism style. So that was, as I say, I see Andre to be a hammer. You can be a brilliant tool or you can be a deadly weapon.
So, okay. So how involved were you in putting this show together? How involved were you?
I was very involved in putting the show together in the fact that I done all the technical preparation. I assist him in research as well. When it comes to guests, he normally does the research on all guests that comes to the show.
Mhm.
I don't do research on the guesses. He always do the research on the guests, and then whatever information he collects, then we put the program together. But when it comes to sourcing of news from guests who always come to the show, then I have never had that communication with them, except for two, which I will not mention now.
Mhm.
But mainly, I deal with the technical and the graphical side of things.
Mhm. So, how many members are there in this team that make the partner draw movement a success that I and I love and I watch and everybody else saw? Um, say what? Less than 2 years? How many
Mhm.
members that fuel this platform?
Well, let me split up in how Partner Draw operates. You have the overall Partner Draw movement, which encompasses everything. Then you have the broadcasting side of Partner Draw movement,
Mhm.
which is solely or was solely controlled by Andre Stevens and Wayne Forbes. And then the junior producer came on board, I think, in May of this year. We have other advisors who advise us on news and uh, putting our program together. But when it comes to the broadcasting side decision, those decisions were made by Wayne and Andre. Then you have what I describe as the finance management team, which is Nerissa Smart and Bunny Rose. They deal with the financial side of Partner Draw
Mhm.
to do with the YouTube and everything. So we're kind of split up, but we all work together.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
different people are in charge of different areas, but we all work together as a
So
team.
it's a solid team. It's a solid team. I could see. It's a solid team.
Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, I admire you guys and the team work. So that's why I'm kind of surprised by the people them who love you one day and come back the next day and then hate you and all the thing there. The team was working good.
Mhm.
Right? Team, yes. So outside of work and the show, yeah, you have a personal relationship with Andre. Do you guys, what are your personal relationship like? Cool.
Well, it must be said in social media land
Hmm.
that Andre and I has never met in person. Over the phone, we have always had a very good relationship. We've spent hours on the phone at times.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes have not even having a conversation is just the phone is there. He is doing his own thing in his house. I am doing my own thing in my house,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just there for hours. Now and again, we say something, or sometimes we get into long conversations. We have lots of back and forth conversation in all forms of communication, whether we voice note, we text, we call, we video call. That's the type of communication we have over the time we've been friends.
So like everything was smooth.
Yes.
That's yeah.
We have rocky points along the way,
Mhm.
but we get over them and move on.
Never bring it to the public.
No.
Right. Look, guys, Mr. Black guys, the people already. Because anybody
No,
come from my page,
don't block people call us.
Wayne, me black and delete
I'm
from
not
my page.
bothered by their
Sorry,
comments.
Wayne. You produce Partner Jar
Mhm.
TV, I produce this TV. Me black and delete certain
I
people
do
on my page.
understand that.
So understand where me I come from. Be serious. All right. So with all due respect.
Mm.
So with the time difference and the full time job when we know you have at England, or you cope with that job there, or you manage? Was it challenging?
It was very challenging, but my dedication to Partner Draw movement and to the upliftment of Jamaica, that drove me in a way to alter my daily life to meet the needs of Partner Draw. In my work, I work two separate shifts. One week I work from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, and then the other week I'll work 2 in the evening until 10 at night. The week when I'm doing the early shift, when I finish work, I would go to bed by 6, 8 o'clock, and then I would wake up by 12, 1 o'clock, depends on my timing, whether I'm 6 or 5 hours ahead. The week when I'm on late, I would finish work, come home, chill out, get all the things I need to prepare for the program, prepare the program, do the program, then I go to bed, sleep until about midday, and then I get up, get ready for work. And that has been the cycle of my life from the start of the YouTube channel in August 2022 until where we are.
So all the stuff you tell me a while ago, everything sound beautiful, like a well-oiled machine. You want to say, I feel this platform where I and I is tuning into every time you have a chance to watch it. So Wayne,
Mhm.
what happened? All of a sudden, how did you guys get to this?
Well, to explain here, I will need to go into date chronology from the 6th of August and to where we are now. The 6th of August was when Heather died, when Andre found out that Heather died and he started posting. A lot of people start reaching out to me, telling me that Andre mother died, and as usual, anything to do with Andre and anyone cannot get through to Andre, then the next person to call is Wayne. So at that point, my phone would be going crazy with lots of calls. I started reaching out to Andre. He did not answer the phone. I called. He did not answer. Then I left a kind of irate message on his phone that he needs to get back to me, because if I am to protect him and stand and protect his back and to go there in public and say anything, I need to speak to him first. A friend of his was with him at the house and then called me back. Andre phone called me back about half an hour later, but when I answered the phone, it was one of Andre's friend on the phone. I really don't want to call people's name in public, but the person Andre was in the house together. I spoke to the person, I spoke to Andre, but he was going to go to church as well. But what he said to me was, Wayne, leave me alone, make my blood clot, grieve. Pardon my expression, people. You may have a few of that for the night. Not intentional, but to explain a point. He went off to church. when he came from church, I don't remember which one of us called each other, but just to check in to see how things was going. That night, he didn't do a show. Then the Monday, he told me that I need to take a week break because he's going to do a process for 8 days. During his grief, he's going to do a process for 8 days. Because he said I should give him time to grieve. He said him and the junior producer will run the show. So, okay, I gave him time. And from the start of that week, I wasn't happy with where the show was going. But like everybody else, I was watching. On Wednesday, I believe it was when it turned rather differently when the attack on Shelley Coran came.
Mm-hmm.
And then it spiraled and spiraled. I was watching the comment at some point, and a lot of people were going off at me in the comments as well because I'm the producer for the program, so everybody think I am behind where the program is going. Thursday night it continues.
So he was not on the program. He was not the producer.
I was not the producer for that week. I was asked to take a rest, and himself and the junior producer will run
So
the show that week.
Andre told him to take a rest for the week so he and the junior producer can run things.
Correct.
Continue, my brother.
Friday was when it all went, I think, downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning, my phone blew up to the point where my blood pressure rocketed. My head felt like there was a bucket of water inside my head because everybody that was contacting me was concerned about where the brand was going. Me, myself, was concerned about the brand also.
Mm-hmm.
I then have close communication with another close member of the team. And I said, both of us were talking, and I said, I am thinking of temporarily changing the password to protect the brand because what went on for the last few days really does not look good for the brand. During the day that was Saturday the 12th, I reached out to Andre. I called him, he did not answer. I sent him a voice note. I said, we need to talk. I cannot ignore the public any longer, and we need to talk and re-strategize where the brand is going.
Mm-hmm.
And he went off on a tangent. And both of us were going back and forth. There are some voice notes going around across social media. The trigger point came when he sent me a voice note telling me it's time for you to come under subjection.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down and go into your quiet corner, because all along I was meant to come under his subjection, meaning I must not question him, I must take orders from him. Therefore, he can take Partner Draw TV into whatever direction he wants to take it.
Missy Epic here, Missy Andre Stevens here. Big up Andre Stevens. Man, as I respect, sir. All right. Continue, my brother.
The back and forth continues. I took an executive decision later on in the evening to change the YouTube password temporarily because I do not want Andre to go on Sunday night and create further damage for the brand. if social media remember, he made a post on Facebook that he was locked out of his Facebook. I did not continue the back and forth with him. I went to bed. Sunday morning when I woke up, the password was changed. Not only that, a location search was done on the devices, and my devices were particularly kicked out. So I do not have a two-factor tone reset to have a password reset. Ever since the 13th of August, Andre has never discussed the password with me, refused to give it back, refused to have me back at Partner Draw TV unless I submit. What's the word? Not submit. Unless I come under his subjection. That is something that will never happen. And from there, we went into negotiations.
Hold on before you reach negotiation, because we never know what going on, you know. We on the outside, we never go on we just a look and we wonder what's going on. And so like when I see stuff a post and we see voice note that come out, and some bloggers take it and say that, you know. So one voice note they come out and say, boy, nobody can control me when you cause somebody out there. And some blogger put it out and said that was a response to something else. So that was a response to the submission coming from Andre.
That voice note, let me explain that voice note. That voice note has been in circulation from the 12th of August. It was sent to two separate groups. In the video format, it was sent to what is called the top student group. Then in the technical people's group, the raw format of that recording and two other recordings was sent to that group. So those voice recordings had been in circulation since the 12th of August. And I want to make it clear that those recordings were not a response to the disgraceful voice note that Andre put out on the 10th of September. I still have not responded to that and will not. But those recordings got in my own blood clot rights, which I stand by, remain, and anyone want to jump out of their skin, I'll grease them back in. But yes, I am God in my own right. That was backing up the demon in Andre when he approached me in that dangerous way, wanting me to submit to not just Andre Carlos, but also his demons. That was not going to work.
Hold on there. What do you mean demons? Explain that to me.
Andre want to make me submit spiritually. He in his words, he wants to initiate me, to take me to a different level. But I am afraid of the unknown.
Okay. Continue, my brother.
So I was not going to submit to Andre and his demons, and further on, I'll deal with aspects of that. But that was me backing up the demon when the demon approached me.
I understand.
And shortly after that, Andre blocked me. After he threatened me, then he went on social media to make the first threat, which everybody thought Andre was digging up Wayne. But that was the first public threat to comply, or in his word, how he used it, me I go destroy you, and me I go cancel you. So that was the first public threat for me to comply. The post read something to the tune, my brother, my confidant, the great Forbes legal opinion, Jamaica, you will know him, I will make him great. Something to the tune of that. There was more than that, but those are standout bits of it. That was the first public threat for me to comply. It was never going to work.
Mm-hmm.
He blocked me for a while. And then the negotiation started, I think, about the 15, 16 or so on about there. It started a few days after that. Because I realized that Andre is never going to have me back at partner draw with my voice. And if I'm coming back, I will have to come under his subjection. So I then started negotiation. And why I started negotiation, I'm going to explain a bit of technicality. And I want people to keep this phrase in mind that Andre has always used. Be intentional. Everything, Andre says, Jamaica, he always says this, everything I do is intentional. The YouTube channel was created on the 14th of August 2022. Our first major broadcast, I think, went out on the 26th of August 2022. We went out on a fully monetized broadcast because we had just had an explosion on Facebook in July and we came over to YouTube in August. Yes, there was the argument that we're going to build him for a year, and then after a year, he start paying.
Start paying you.
The password.
You said after a year, start paying you, or the staff start paying you guys.
Yeah, it started paying us guys, but particularly me. That was the decision, the argument and the agreement around me.
So after a year, you're gonna work for a year for free, and then after a year, you build a page, then start pay you something.
Yes. In June of this year, he asked the team in America to send me $1,000 US. Then in July, he asked them to send me 2 separate $500 US. The password was withdrawn from me on the 13th of August 2023. Look how close we are up to the agreement where he should start compensating me properly and partner draw. So in that space, I wouldn't be going back under the deal we have. I'll be going back under the subjection. Therefore, Andre has violated the agreement, broke the agreement we had. So therefore, I went into negotiation because what you will need to do if you have broken that agreement after I would have given you a free year, then you will need to put me in a position I would at least be in for the year that you would need to pay me for. So I went into negotiation and I asked for 30% of partner draw asset and the partner draw TV Global channel, which is now branded to Producer Wayne Global. The negotiation he didn't agree with it, but he realized that if I take a civil action against him, he would probably stand to lose more. So that deal was agreed to and signed off.
So hold on, hold on, Wayne. Before you go further, let's back up a little bit right here. Because when that Andre page, I say Andre posts like maybe half a dozen texts say come back Wayne. I ask if you come back and not gonna go back on social media until you come back, and several text messages to you and begging you, basically beseeching to you publicly to come back, and he's not gonna do this show without you. How come did you reach out to him?
No. At the moment, I'm just at I'm not at the 28th of August yet, and you have jumped into September. I want to do it in date chronology so people understand.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So negotiation started before that.
So the negotiation started around the 15th, 16th of August.
Makes sense. Thank you. Because we never know enough people. Me I say text pan page. We don't know them a thing, you know. So we are here. We are going now. Continue, my brother.
During the back and forth, there was, all right, after the 13th of August, Andre blocked me from all phones. He only unblocked me when he wants to fire up my phone or be nasty to me. But however, I still have not responded to any of those communication that he continuously sent. So the negotiation went on. Both of us weren't interacting then. Just before the back to school, which happened on the 24th of August, Andre suddenly became an angel to me again. Because he realized that Wayne is going, but I thought Wayne was going to go empty-handed, but Wayne is not going empty-handed. So he came around very angelic to me, thinking that I was going to back down from the negotiation. The minute he realized that I'm not backing down, the vile, bitter twistedness start again, and blocked me and everything went off again.
So he blocked you?
Yes.
So he blocked you for you didn't block him?
No, he blocked me from all. And he said it in the voice note. If people listen carefully, he explains a lot in it. He blocked me from all phones.
So while he was asking you to come back, you were blocked?
Yes. And I will get deeper into that. There's a September scenario, but let me get up to the 28th of August.
Go ahead, brother.
The deal between Andre and I was signed off in 2 documents. A memorandum of understanding and a non-disclosure document. Within that non-disclosure, there are clauses in it that protects both of us and protect a lot of other people and a lot of other information. Within that clause, it also sets out that what the deal is. Partner Draw TV Global is going to be rebranded to Wayne with its intellectual property, and Wayne will get 30% of Partner Draw assets. Now, that deal was concluded on the 28th of August, signed by myself, Andre, and Andre witness, and my witness. So, therefore, for all of those who are saying we should have done everything in private and in person before coming into the public, thus far, we have legally agreed and departed on the 28th of August. On Saturday, the 2nd of September, he wanted to go out on Facebook and bring me down. The junior producer had to change the password on him temporarily in order to stop him from doing that. Big up to the junior producer. I do not want anybody to ever criticize or lash out against the junior producer. Big up the junior producer. The junior producer stopped that onslaught on me that was meant to start on the 2nd of September. On the 6th of September, I got a call from an influential person who is a Partner Draw member supporter, and it turned out into a conference of me speaking to three influential people who are dedicated to see Partner Draw move forward. So even though the deal was signed off between Andre and myself and we have departed legally, those people wanted us to come back together under a new agreement to bring Partner Draw back alive.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the people said they would go back and speak to Andre and get back to us. One of the person came back to me and said, Andre said he will call you. I did not get the call Wednesday evening. I did not get the call Thursday. By Thursday, the pressure mounted on the junior producer. And when I said mounted, that raised my eyebrow, put my shoulder up, because there was meant to be an onslaught on the junior producer as well. And I was gearing, I won't lie, let me have some water.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I was gearing up to step in if the onslaught on the junior producer started. This is a 15-year-old child. I would have never supported, I would have never stand by and watch it happen. However, internal people do all that they could to stem the flow and calm him down. That did not happen. That kind of slowed the pace of the junior producer, because he wanted to do the Friday night show, but because the junior producer resigned, and not verbally, in writing, the Friday night show couldn't happen. Saturday morning, the 9th of September, he posts on Facebook, that was the final threat, Carlos, in public, for Wayne to comply. Because as he promised that he would have called me for us to have a conversation to see how we could reform, or if either of us would accept the deal that both of us would have come to the table with to work together afresh. But he never called. So he went to Facebook Saturday morning to make the final threat for me to comply. I did not respond at all. And then the vile tirade started against me and my dead mother on Saturday evening.
Your dead mother?
Yes, I would have let that pass. I really would have. But I woke up to a voice note on Sunday morning. He unblocked me to send me that vile voice note that he published. I woke up to on Sunday morning. And then all gloves were off after that. My reputation was tarnished. I was thrown to the wolves, because I have been threatened for weeks, Carlos. Come under my subjection, or me go destroy you. God.
So
listen, that's the trigger word. But
yeah,
I was never going to comply, Carlos. So I was prepared to be destroyed, because I wasn't going to back down. I've never backed down for anybody. Why am I going to back down for a person 17 years younger than me? Want me to comply, subject myself, Carlos.
So do you think Andre was going through some mental challenges at the time? You think he might have an attack?
I won't say he hadn't got mental health problems, but Andre is very manipulative. There is a lot of manipulation going on, and I think if he's listening, you have taken it too far. When in private, he's very bitter, twisted, and very coherent. When asked in private, why are you doing this to Wayne? I'm creating an illusion around him.
What is it? What is it?
Despite this, when asked in private, why are you doing this to Wayne? His response is, I'm creating an illusion around him. In private, he's very coherent. Regardless of his mental health, Carlos, he is fully aware of what he's doing. Regardless of his mental health, he is fully aware of what he's doing.
Okay. So let me go right to the big question. We and where your thief Andre $3 million?
Right. The big $3.5 million question. You see, I will speak about the calculation first. The calculation is
you know, right away, we're like fish to a fisher market, you know, fish side. Go ahead.
The calculation in itself is a massive problem here because the millionaireism is a massive problem because Andre didn't say Wayne stole 18,000 US from me, which is what amounts to 30% of Partner Jaw's asset, which Andre signed to in the document that Wayne is entitled to. So that's the closed deal between both of us. But to go further, Carlos, the YouTube channel is monetized in the United States. So if I'm to steal 3.5 million, I don't know if the 18,000 US dollars is the equivalent of 3.5 million Jamaican dollars because everybody know Wayne counting past 10 is a disaster. So I don't know if that is the equivalent, but I will speak of 18,000 US dollars. For me to rob, steal, or defraud Andre of 18,000 US dollars of his YouTube money, then Andre wouldn't have to come out here and shout, Carlos, because the FBI would be looking for me because I would have defrauded an American financial system. Because Andre YouTube money was never in the UK, has never been monetized in the UK. It's monetized in the US. The holder of the account is Nerissa Summit, who everybody knows as Grandma, and co-signed.
So Grandma have the money.
Co-signed by Bonnie Rose. If Andre or Wayne is to get money from the YouTube channel, it has to be disbursed by Nerissa Summit. So neither Andre or Wayne have any control over that money. So therefore, Wayne could never have stolen 3.5 million Jamaican dollars of Andre YouTube money. And while we're at the money situation, Carlos, how this would be dealt with in law, he had claimed that I have stole other money from Cash App and PayPal. How the law looks at this, if the major amount of money you claim that I've stolen, which you have not substantiated with evidence, Carlos, the law would then say anything else you have accused me of is a blatant lie because you also have not or cannot substantiate it.
Hold on there. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news, Partner Jaw TV, guys. We are going like Andres TV. Breaking news, win. Breaking news. Wheel up win because this is the big elephant there. You can't just run through this so smooth because most of the people are coming up to hear about the money. Wayne, go back. Go tell me why you couldn't thief the money, Wayne, and tell me why you thief the money again, Wayne.
The money could, if I was to steal it the FBI would get to me before Andre gets out in public. Because you dare not play with the American monetary system. While the YouTube channel is monetized in America, the bank account linked to the AdSense for the YouTube channel is held by Nerissa Summit. We all know her as Grandma, co-signed by Bunny Rose, who we all know of. We all know both names if we listen to Partner Draw. If Andre or Wayne is to access any of the YouTube money, it has to be disbursed by Nerissa Summit. So if Wayne stole 3.5 million of Andre's YouTube money, the FBI would be looking for me, Carlos, because I would have defrauded an American banking system. And while Andre is still yet to substantiate the $3.5 million, because I have a legal document that Andre has signed to, then I can say, yes, I received 18,000 US dollars. It's an award after the end of a negotiation with the small channel. That is what we negotiate and agree to. The money he said I stole from Cash App, from the lady in Birmingham and all sort, then if he cannot substantiate the 3.5 million, or not even substantiate, if the 3.5 million is a blatant lie, then in the eyes of the law, Carlos, any other accusation of me, unsubstantiated, the court will throw it out. And therefore, Andre, the legal standard is applied to whatever else you're claiming is dismissed, Andre Stevens, without prejudice until you can furnish the evidence in public. So that's the money situation done with.
So the man did steal the money. So you have no access to the money. Money saved in America by Grandma Nerissa. She the boss. So she the boss behind my Partner Draw. Real boss.
Grandma is the financial advisor for Partner, the financial manager for Partner.
So she manage the money, so nobody can go to her. Not even Andre can take money, and she not authorized it.
Not even Andre can touch Partner Draw YouTube money without Grandma's consent.
Do you hear, people? And for the Cash App is the Cash App. Clear the Cash App again.
As I said, the way the law operates, this is thrown out of court for lack of evidence. He needs to substantiate it with evidence, because the law says if you bring all these claims against me and one of them is a blatant lie, which you have provided evidence, Carlos, for none of these accusations, then all of them are lies. The only truth Andre spoke in that voice note he published was my HIV status. He spoke no other truth.
Oh. Jaja. So, Wayne, tell me about the voice note then. People must say you post a voice note and all them thing there. Tell me about the voice note then.
Well, that was where Andre extend the illusion he claimed to be casting on Wayne, because the bonehead brigade that follows Andre really got hooked onto all of these accusations, because once he's a thief and he's thieving millions, then he also suddenly become a hacking expert, an AI expert. All sorts of bullshit that could have been thrown at me, Carlos, was drawn out the gutter and thrown at me. But one thing I want to say to them, nobody can break a powerful mind. Only God can do that. Nobody except for God can break a powerful mind. It's just another twist of the illusion that he's taking people into, because he wants to say, look at what Wayne is doing to Andre.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he sent me all these voice notes, and he said something the other day. Wayne have access to all my private WhatsApp messages. I know that two people can have access to the same WhatsApp. I wasn't aware of that. Any recording I have is what Andre sent me. I have never spoken to any of the people that are in any of the recordings. So I couldn't record them because I don't have conversation with them. I don't have their number. They don't have mine. If they have my number, they take it from public social media. But none of the guests, other than Isaac Buchanan, I have never interacted with.
Wow.
So I couldn't have taped any of the people who are on recording or friends of Andre or whatever.
Yeah.
Andre is using that as another illusion because, as he said, if I don't comply, he's going to destroy me.
So let me ask you, Wayne, what would that take for you to go back to Partner Jar?
At this point, nothing. Before the 10th of September, I was willing to consider it because, as I said, I was in that conversation with those three influential people during the week prior to the weekend escalation. But at this point, Carlos, immediately after the 13th of August, I went straight into depression because I tell no lie, I did shame like dog.
I was about to ask about the mental state at the time because
I was just kicked out of Partner Draw, something I helped to build, I was dedicated to, and I was just kicked out and I did shame like dog. I not tell no lie. So I went straight into depression after the 13th. Even with Andre tormenting me when he feel like it. But I still, for the sake of the brand and all of us reputation, to do things peacefully. Carlos, it get to the point where I begged to go peacefully. And this was the whole reason for putting not the memorandum of understanding, the non-disclosure document in place, because Andre has a lot of information, a lot of powerful information that could be used dangerously. And before I left, I sought to protect those information and a lot of people associated with a lot of these information in that document, the non-disclosure document, which Andre has gone on breach on the 10th of September when he put my HIV status out there, because that was also a clause in the non-disclosure document where we were not meant to speak about each other's health condition or lifestyle. Also, none of the recordings should be published. And because he breached the non-disclosure by going out there and publishing my health status, then he started releasing all these voice notes under the pretense that Wayne is doing all this to get back at me. It was all a careful character smear plot. And this was why he threw me out to his minions of vloggers for everybody to tear a piece of meat and run with it. And everybody saw what came after that. Andre had the opportunity to clear this all up.
Wow.
He refused and he continued to double down. But one thing I'm glad of in all of this.
So hold on there. So what about those voice notes? Are they protected of, those communication between anybody and Android? Are they protected right now? Do you think they might put them out there, or are they protected? The clause still protect them?
No, the clause should protect them always. The issue is Andre is uncontainable.
Jesus. So people are worried right now.
People are worried. They are protected from my side. If I wanted to use those voice note callers, it would be a martyrdom in the public social spheres. An absolute martyrdom. And Andre knows that. It would have been an absolute martyrdom if I were to start dropping recording. My recordings storage go back to February 2022. That's how far back my storage goes to. So if I want to come out and punish Andre with recording, I've got tantamount to drop for all people from all walks of society.
Wow. So
if I was playing that game with him, it would have been a total different scenario across social media. He is picking and choosing what he releases and how he plays his games. The issue is I'm not paying attention to him and his game. And that's one of the worst things for him, because he's not getting me drawn in.
These things
it's all an illusion to smear Wayne. Wayne is the Judas. Wayne is everything that is bad.
Well, people will never know these things, I didn't know these things. We go up on the page, we see the voice notes, and we say what we say in our spirit. Somehow we them text and put the comment on the thing, and we go through. Not true. See someone in the comment. We don't know what I want, so we are here from Wayne. I tell him side. Continue, my brother. If there's any other thing, and you want to tell the audience.
Carlos, what I saw and what I'm afraid of is I saw a narcissist develop in front of me in social media to the point where in the Padaja circle from day one when we just started, everybody within the circle think Wayne is the only person can control Andre. Wayne is the only person can talk to Andre, because that is kind of the reality. Because the abuse that Wayne will take to get his point across, or get a point across to Jamaica through Andre, nobody else now go really take that patient there, because Andre can be nasty, vindictive, and spiteful if you don't do what Andre wants, or if you don't dance to Andre's tune. And the millionaire mindset, Carlos Gray, because Andre has in his Jamaican currency mindset, Wayne has brought him over to YouTube and turned him into a millionaire overnight. The millionairism, backed up by narcissism, got the better of Andre Stevens.
Explain to the
And
audience how
this,
you brought him over to YouTube.
when I met Andre, I've been telling Andre from straight, because when I met him, with all the history we know, his career in the political circus in the political spheres came to an end. Corporate Jamaica, he didn't have a close tie with. His business, both the fashion line and the restaurant, was failing. So I knew with the content he has, I could make him money on YouTube. And I've always been pressuring him, Andre, you need to be on YouTube because you can save your business or build back your business. I can make you at least $1,000 per month on YouTube. And trying, he didn't grab with it until in August. And then Bunny Rose, Narissa, and myself, we all sat on a call one day, and Bunny just tap and did everything, and then I just get on with it, start creating all the graphics, we start putting up videos, and then he published the platform, and within 2 weeks we were good to go monetize and everything. And he explained that to the public in I think our YouTube debut broadcast, really, when he was explaining to everybody who is Wayne to him and how Wayne has helped him throughout the time. But for me, Carlos, those things doesn't bother me. I'm a person that really doesn't talk about what I do for people. If you piss me off, I go cuss you, but I go poke you every day to remind you what I've done for you. I'm not like that. Without Andre saying it to the public, nobody would have never really known, really. But what I want for him, I want to make sure that he has a flow of income so nobody can buy him out, because me know say the work where am I gonna do? Buyout can come when the heat get to people. So that was one of my main reasons as well, getting him on YouTube, because I can get him a good source and a steady source of income. And at the moment, Carlos, he is destroying it thick and fast.
Wow. So if Andre is on the page right now, what would you suggest to him? You know, what would you say to Andre if he's watching right now? Come on, he's watching.
You may write me down in history with bitter, twisted lies. You may trod my reputation in the very dirt, but like dust, Andre Stevens, I'll rise. This is very, very simple to solve. All is required of Andre, what he must do, because he knows that he told a very, very nasty lie, and it has cost my reputation. All will solve this problem, Carlos. Andre must go in public. He must retract his lies or provide evidence and make an unreserved apology. And like Wayne promised, before the non-disclosure document and everything was signed, whether that document or not, Wayne is willing to go peacefully. Andre did not give me that chance, Carlos. Andre pulled me back 2 weeks after I have left in silence.
Because I saw the departure. I saw the departure note. Excuse me. I saw the departure note that like he was leaving, something like that. It was a very mutual note. Who wrote that?
I had
the statement.
I wrote it. I wrote it. I had to put it out. The reason why I had to put it out, throughout that whole period from the 13th up to then, Andre was making out to the public when he's going back to do his masters, when he's taking a break, blah, blah. All this time, Andre was never talking to me. I'm blocked from Andre's phone. I'm only released to send either a nasty voice note or a long string of text, such as one screenshot that is published out there, the one that everybody is referring to Wayne is threatening Andre, which is just a one-sided conversation from Andre only. I have not responded to any of these private onslaught callers, and this is why Andre cannot show any evidence of them, because other than on the 13th of August, the week when the mosquito bite him, when him go around a police station with the bangarang, that day he was unalive, and he started bashing Auntie Donna about collecting donations for Miss Rich's funeral. People start texting me the moment Andre start doing that. I send him a voice note. I send him a text. I say, when will this stop? Then I send him another text. I say, stop, blood clot, stop. And him come off of the live to come war with me. I back him up with a couple of bad words because I'm afraid of bad word. I like to back him up with some nasty bad word. So him run off of the phone or voice note with the go by. And 10 minutes later, everybody called me. We ain't go check on Andre because him say somebody attacking my house. That tells me that because he was irritated by my bad word them, he may have gone and say something to that young lady because he was on the live for a while and I never hear no bang around going between him and nobody. So he must have got trouble the woman after me back him up with the bad word them. Then he run go down Matilda's corner with the knives. After that, me just love. Carlos, me not follow up Andre because I planned to go peacefully. This was the whole purpose of putting the non-disclosure in stage because my sister Andre is going for blood when it comes to Wayne character. That was the reason to try to stop him, Carlos. The breach, for breaching the non-disclosure, it's $50,000 US. It was 10,000 before. I begged to put it to 50,000 just for it to bind Andre, to keep him contained. This is why I'm worried about people on those voice notes. Because even though I have tried, Carlos Gray, to protect people within those documents, Andre breached it in all ways. He is on loose. And I want to say to Team Andre, whether you truly loves him, or you are one of the boneheads, or you are one from the fully done society, or you may be one of Andre's cultish follower. Because, Carlos, I see a Kevin Simmet mindset, behavior coming, which I, Wayne Forbes, will not be caught up in. So I want to say to those people tonight, if you care about Andre, get him help. He is destroying his character, his finances, his trust, everything around him at this moment. In the effort of trying to cancel Wayne, to cancel and destroy Wayne, he is destroying himself. Andre met me with a career. Andre met me with a brand. I still have my job. I'm going to still be Forbes Legal Opinion, regardless or not. He's the one who wants a social media career. So I would beg of Andre team of supporters, if you truly care about him, get him help. Because if this guy doesn't get help, and I'm not only speaking to his supporters, I'm speaking to political Jamaica, I'm speaking to private sector Jamaica, I'm speaking to grassroots Jamaica. All of you who may have had conversations with Andre, Andre needs help. Without that help, Andre could become a risk and a threat. We do not want that to happen. There is, regardless of the brutality between both of us, all of us are trying to get him the help he needs behind closed door. It is a mountain to climb.
Even right now, so you're saying, even though what's going on right now, you're still behind the effort to get him some help? Is that what you're saying to us?
I'm still behind the effort, even with advice.
So you still got love for Andre?
Carlos, this is why I know that I am a changed person. Let me sip my coffee. I am really changed. Because an issue like this, Carlos, would have made me one of the most bitter, twisted, revengeful person. I am very angry. The best noveler couldn't write it up if I were to say I'm not angry. But I don't feel the bitterness. I honestly do. Because, Carlos, I tell you, if I was bitter as I should be, based on how my character has been thrown to the wolf deliberately, unallied, it would have been an absolute martyrdom. Because Andre has armed me well. If I want to shoot at Andre, I would shoot from chest up, proverbially. Please do not take this practical. I still find it hard to be bitter. Because if I was bitter, Carlos, it would have been a total different thing.
So let me ask you a question, Wayne. The supporters. How the supporters, tell me the role they play in your Andre Stevens split up. Do you think it affect you guys' departure? It help or help?
I think on his part, it is helping him to destroy himself more, given that everything that is going on is meant to destroy me. But because all of this is lies and malicious accusation that has not been substantiated, Andre has not come out in public and said anything. For the brand that we present, where we don't accuse, we present facts to back up our argument, Andre has totally, with the standing people know us for, has moved away from that, Carlos. Because when it's to do with Wayne, it's just an accusation without any evidence. And I think his supporters and everybody else should be asking for the evidence, because this is what the public know partner job for. We want to present something to back up our argument.
Fair enough. Guys, ask Andre for evidence. I think you guys should ask Andre for evidence, okay, guys, to accuse Wayne. Ask for evidence next year talk with Andre. That's fair enough, guys. All right. Wayne, So, boy, I tell us, boy, I wish this had work out a different way other than in the public. And I wish that work out behind the scene where nobody no see it. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't see it. Occasionally, I go up on the movement. I'm in love. Sometimes fire go on over there. Sometimes I like it at night. Then I go on somewhere else. But you understand, we need Andre Stevens in that space where I do. So you say that
all of what people were saying we should have done, all of this in private, all of this, Carlos, all of the separation was done in private. Andre pulled me back 2 weeks later, slapped me in my face, knocked me down, and trampled over me. I have to stand up and fight. It's not normal for somebody to fight you and you stand with your hands down. Not even these Christians who are behind him is going to turn another cheek. When your character, Carlos, when your character is tainted, it taints your future prospect in every way, commercially, financially, employability, in all ways. Andre didn't just meet me as Wayne. Andre met me as Forbes' legal opinion. He met me as a brand. Why could Andre not let me go with the character that I came with? That's all. Carlos, I literally begged to go in peace. When I see that wasn't going to work, the non-disclosure document was put in place, hoping that might contain him. And if that doesn't contain him with a $50,000 lawsuit, I am worried.
So, Wayne, as a man that did it with Andre, when we were a little bit longer than Andre, and when we met you, you was doing, what kind of work you was doing?
I was still doing the same job I'm doing, but I was still on the social justice journey. It's something, a passion of mine, which I've always been attached to. But in this area, I was dealing with the whole Windrush debacle and automatic deportation.
Yes, people, that's when I met Wayne. Because Wayne reached out, the first time Wayne reached out to me and asked me to post an article on my Facebook page. Wayne was the social justice guy, was fighting for people we don't even know, because the Windrush was going on. He was getting ready to deport a lot of people to Jamaica from England. Remember that? Wayne was out there using his law knowledge to fight for these people, and reached out to me. That's the first time. That's how me know Wayne. And me and my talk since. So Wayne, we have thousands of people here. We never see so much people from the platform before. They're Andrew Stevens people, and them come here because them love the platform. Them not just come and look for my ugly face. Trust me. They'd rather be looking at Andrew Stevens. Wayne, how can this work out, Wayne? Because these people there now, Wayne. The people that miss the show, you know. I mean, miss the show, you know, Wayne. Any advice to Andre, even if they don't even come back, how this thing can get back on track? Because that's all me, you know. Any advice, anything, if there's a nugget.
My advice to Andre is clear Wayne's name, get this situation done with in the public, and then try to revive Partner Jaw TV. It's not just also Jamaica's mouthpiece. Andre, it is also your bread basket. You need to snap out of your controlling, manipulative, narcissistic behavior and get back to Andre and get back to working.
Because you see, what's going on? Well, fair enough. I agree with that. Snap out tight, brother. Put on a big boy pants while wait on you, Andre. Jamaica wait on you. May I tell you, say, it's like there's a black spot left. Your chair, nobody can feel it. Your chair sit down there. It's a dark room with your chair sit down in there. Nobody can feel that chair there. So whatever you have to do, Andre Stevens, when you watch me, lace up your soldier boot. Tighten up your belt, put on your helmet, tighten it up, come back a road. I will think to talk about it. So the Jamaica stay, boy. You're out there tonight to talk about that rimple. You're out there bonfire and something and the six. And then the work they're doing, Andre, that missing. Continue.
Since partner Jar TV take a dive, the government take with money and show girl criminals, Carlos.
It's like the watchman there. Oh, my God. And I lie, you know, people. Partner Jar, we want you back.
I want to say to the People's National Party and to the Jamaica Labour Party, I'm not an enemy of the state. I'm an enemy of corruption. I am not an enemy of the state. I am enemy of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see changes in our country. I want to see changes in our governance. So I'm going to still be on this journey. Whatever happens, Carlos, whether partner Jar TV decide to bow out or otherwise, Wayne is a social justice guy, and Wayne will always continue to champion social justice. But I can promise the world this: Wayne will never be controlled. Wayne will never be walked over.
So hold on.
It will not happen.
So you tell us that Andrea destroy his own self because he want to control you?
Oh yes.
Hold on. Are you saying Andrea is pissed? Wait a minute. Hold on.
So let me say this. This is why he has lost control of himself, because he realized he cannot control me. And this is where the manipulation comes in. But he realized the mindset that I'm in, nothing negative is going to work with me.
Well, when me tell you something, you've been there with Andrew for a while, and a lot of time you watch Andrew scratch at you, and you just take it easy. A lot of times you see Andrew back at you, you know, and disrespect you on his own show. The people in the comment section right as well from a platform now beg for you all the time. Say, Andrew, talk to Wayne better than that. Talk to people. Talk the truth. None of time you see Andrew snap up Wayne for the show and you say, Andrew, come on, be nice to Wayne. Not for only yourself. Beg for Wayne. And Wayne stick with that for all long. I don't think nobody would have stayed with Andre that long. This brother understand Andre, you know, people. Me wonder, it was a good match, you know, people. It was a good match, you know.
I would have to endure in private.
Come again?
I said, given what you've just said, one can only imagine what I would endure in private if he would snap at me like that on air.
Well, this leader come to Jesus moment. You know what? I
endure it. Mm-hmm. I endure it for the greater good of Jamaica, for the brand, and for Andre Stevens' growth.
But when boy, you know,
I walked away like everybody else from the early get set.
Boy, me tell my people on my page because they pay Wayne, no come out here, so the first man to come out to come take up here Wayne now. So we not thief no money, man. We never see the people in company Wayne. Me get so rotten little me want 2x4, you see. The people because
it was shocking how a lot of those people weren't even asking Andre
for receipt
to provide some form of proof.
Exactly. Because we do the facts from my page, you know, and Andre is a facts-based page too. He might just come with proof. So we're surprised how only just take that and run.
Him just make a careless statement because him know that the mentality that vloggers are in, they're like number drunkers. So once them see the cow dead at ground, you know, say every drunker go fly down out a tree. You know? But I want to say to these number drunkers, particularly Dr. Love, I have caught you in public with your pants down, and I am going to work your ass for every penny I can get. I have financial backers who are willing to come on board, and we are going after Dr. Love, hook or cook.
Wow. People, what can I say? You see, them things I mean, I know, you know, we are learned tonight. We are really here looking into some stuff, but as you look at here, people, it's out there. Almighty God.
And Carlos, while I'm here, I want to make something clear.
I hope you can work it out. Continue, brother.
Shernet hasn't done anything to Andre Stevens.
That's it, girl.
Yes, I just want to make that clear. Shernet haven't done anything to Andre Stevens. Andre don't like people who are very bright. He will shut you down. You mustn't sound like you're nearly bright like him or brighter than him. It upset him. And people must realize this is why Wayne Views has never got heard much and Partner Jaw. If you're too bright, you're going to get shut down. And that's the crime that Shernet committed. She's too bright.
People are learning what I can say.
This narcissism, Carlos, is going to destroy Andre if he doesn't snap out of it.
I'm going to talk to Andre right now. This is all I say to Andre. I text him in private on WhatsApp. I'm going to say it loud about 2-3 videos. I say, I wish Andre Stevens could grab his passport, jump on a plane, you don't need no visa, go on a small island, brother. Go chill for 1, 2, 3 weeks, get your mind ready, get different, come back to a different space. I promise you, you're coming back a different man. Just let Jamaica man for 1, 2, 3 weeks, but you probably never jump on a plane before. Jump on a plane and go to a Caribbean island, my brother. Go solid up yourself. Huh?
Him need to count him money in a US dollars and stop counting in a Jamaica dollars. It's confusing.
Oh.
It elevates that narcissist to a higher level where he wants more control over people to the fact, Carlos, where he's willing to spend his money to control people.
What?
Him soon broke.
What are you saying?
Him soon broke. So me a one Andre Yamhead society. Me a one Andre Yamhead society. Get a grip of him. Otherwise, you're all going to be ashamed of him. Get a grip of him.
You hear the man talk, people? Me ask Wayne, I say, we know him more than me and Uno. Me know Wayne before we know Andre, but we know Andre, them chat more people. And business partner, this is the bridge. If you hear the man talk, we don't hate people.
You need to stop the millionaire mindset. I do believe it's a massive problem.
And if we love Andre, me love him. That's why I did this program. You know, people say, Carlos, this and that. Nobody can take Andre place. It's a weird theme. Brother, straight up yourself and come back. People come here, ball for you. Come back. Do what you have to do, people. Anybody who know Andre, stop boosting free. And tell Andre, come off of social media. Go rest yourself and get yourself back. You will be here, and these people will be back here waiting at Andre.
I tell Andre this all the time. He may not own up to it because he's a liar. I say you just prove to me say your blood clot different from what you say about Andrew Holness. Because you're the same narcissistic controlling dictator like him. I tell him that all the time. But me not go come in a private, in a public come bash him. Me bash him in a private all the while. Me not go come in a public come bash him every day. But if Andre go come in a public, come draw down my character upon a lie, of course me I go react in a public. Me look like baboon.
I feel you. Your feelings. Brother, me I tell Andre, you watch me right now, brother. You know, say, me watch you. Me subscribe to you. And me follow your Facebook. You understand me? And you see me going in the comment section sometimes. Enough time when you see me, not two people. Me see someone to big me up. Sometimes I go in the comment section and I comment, burn the fire youth. If you know one them go in the inbox and say, go and burn the fire youth. Encourage him, you know. Keep burning the fire. Me like what I do. Because we need more voices. And you have a big voice. People, where him left right now them are teeth out the backside, left, right, and center. No, Andre not did that, you know. He not did it.
Do you know how depressed I am just by being kicked out of Partner Jaw and watch the slow destruction of something that I put so much into, alter my life and my body clock so much to make this thing work, and then Andre just kicked me out and is destroying the whole thing in front. You know how depressing that is? I could not eat for a week. For a week, I survived on coffee and weed and water.
Jaja, Wayne. So, Wayne, So Andre kick you out. Why you believe say kick you out and make the junior producer? Why you believe say Andre did that? When they've been there for so long, what caused him?
Because it was in my view, and from me see how things play out, it's because it was coming up to the time where we ain't to get properly monthly compensation from partner draw. So he kicked me out just before the year.
So could he afford to pay you without? Could he
And
pay?
then now, if you notice, he said in the vice note, remember me, I'll start pay you before you shouldn't get paid. Because remember, I said he asked the team in June to send me $1,000 US. And then in July, 500 US separately. So for me, Carlos, how everything played out, this was all a stitch up along the way because he has his agenda. Being Andre always says, be intentional. Everything I do is intentional. The dates, Carlos, the dates stuck out too much. Andre didn't even willing to have a negotiation to have me back at partner draw. It's under his subjection or total destruction of my character. You know how that subjection thing, the bumbleclad tick me, Carlos?
Subjection. Laugh. There's some laugh, people. I can't do more laugh at the subjection stuff. All I can do is laugh.
After him and him spiritual advisor have me in a dolly farm pan voodoo table because Andre was very brazen with it, Carlos, because him think they were going to console me spiritually. After him and his voodoo advisor have me in a pan them table in a the farm of a voodoo doll. Andre went as far, Carlos, him and him spiritual advisor, to invoke the spirit of my dead mother to contain me.
I want to spare you. I want to clap me here for my platform, people.
Number that how much the bastard them research me in order to contain me because they went after my soul urge number. This is how deep
how about this, sir?
It is. This is the persecution we may go through for the last week.
Me never know that. So I'll be night too.
With the badgering and battering from Andre Yamhead Society.
I want to tell you, so I have to turn my road tonight to right. It's coming over me here tonight. We have to turn my road.
You think the last 6 weeks was easy? Particularly last week? What kept me last week was what is called in my work or academic turnaround. So that keep me on my toe. I was doing a 12-hour shift every day. That keep me on my toe and that saved me a lot because I was busy at work the whole of last week. Last week was disastrous. All on a lie.
I don't know what to say to this.
As I said, the only thing Andre spoke truth to in that voice note was my HIV status. Everything else was a smear.
What kind of sickness have you here tonight? It's like so many never know if we in Almighty God. It's like I don't know what we can say, people. We in you said a lot, my brother. Tonight you have said a lot. And what else you have to say? What me didn't ask, would I like to tell the audience?
Well, I just want Andre to do what is right. Andre must. This is not a should or maybe. Andre must do what is right because I may be silent, but I'm never gone. I may be silent, but I'm never gone.
All right, so you hear that, Andre? I know you're watching, Andre. And, you know, for the people them who there, so them come here now. The people them there in thousands. Andre people them there. Them there. Them there because the passion they love
I want to make something clear, Carlos. Because Andre continue from Sunday to step up the illusion game because if everybody remember, the reason why he had that lash out on the 10th of September was when he realized that I wanted to tell my side of the story, that irritated him and he wanted to continue to destroy me. So he went out and they attacked first because he doesn't want anyone to know that the reason I've left Partner Jaw or the reason why he's kicked me out of Partner Jaw. So that's why the attack first came on me. And then ever since Sunday, he keeps doubling down and turning up the illusion to the fact where he said, I've got access to all his WhatsApp messages. He came out and said, if people want to know why I'm recording them, it's because I don't trust people. Then he comes out and says, oh, Jamaica, I'm in an institution. Andre is not in an institution. That's just another limb of the illusion because he sees that his Yamhead society is so hooked.
Hold on there. Because people come at me, when me say me do this. You get it? So people come at me when me say me do this, from my social media page. And them say, Carlos, wrong timing. You this or you that, and you this or you that. And because Andre's in an institution now, why do it? So you tell me that Andre's not in a rehab right now?
I told me that I want to call people name, coming up, come here to draw people into when me talk about.
That's right.
But me know the yard where, and me know the name of the person name yard where Andre there. Andre not in no institution, blood. It's another limb to the illusion. And Andre, if you are going to continue with the crying, buy some eye water first. Everybody fed up by it now. You take it too far. The attention seeking is destroying you.
Hold on.
I'm not seeking attention. Everybody knows that I'm not seeking social media attention.
Hold on, Nerissa, may I use both phone and Nerissa want to call me? That's grandma. She called on this phone a while ago. Kaka close. Hold on, Nerissa. May I say me can give me a minute, grandma. The lady want to call you. Kaka close. Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a number you have to call me from? Text it to grandma. Text it to Nerissa. And so she can come on. So she can come on after you. So we can hear from your side. People, the real boss call me. The money lady. We don't want her talk,
I will do that now.
Nerissa call people. Kaka close. She want to speak. Make yourself we not tell lie. The boss a call. Make you say no. Say no. I have to hear from her too. Make sure balance out the story, man. There's no Andre Stephen bashing here tonight. We want the platform for grow. When they see all the hungry people like when chicken want corn. They want a Partner Jaw come back. Appear. The light is half of a Partner Jaw. The light is half over there. We are past the yard. They are dark. Not the front light turn on around there. Yeah, dark, but I want light turn on back. All I say people, talk truth. Yeah, man. I pray for more people coming at this people and start pages. I see Andre come out that one of the most aggressive. And me like the work about Jamaica. So if a mental health for the people, come on, man. I mean, we are human beings. We all get broken sometimes. So we don't get around this brother and stop run wedge between him and Wayne further. Because he Wayne, they hateful of the man. You saw the deal with Wayne, and Wayne still have love for the youth. Jesus Christ, man. We know someone who feel bad right now. I know someone who win an apology. We're not lying. Nerissa want to call me right now. The lady will earn the money. We don't say we're not thief. All right, the lady will really control the money. I call me try. We want to hear from her. The other people say we're not thief. The lady will control the money. She call me. Where Andre and Wayne cannot get. So
Carlos, shall I add her to the call?
Add her to the call. No? Because see if we can get a conference call. Add her. Let's see if we can add her to the call. Yeah, man. Want to hear from her. What a thing tonight, people. What a thing.
Hello.
Now that Nerissa said that, I'll mute my call.
Yeah, all right. Nerissa, Miss Nerissa, how you doing, sister?
I'm fine.
You are live.
Kind of.
You are live. Talk
Kind of. I have a little bit of my voice.
Mm-hmm. So what you have to add, sister? Yes, are you control the money?
Yes, and I have to be very firm because, as I said at the back to school, if I don't hold on tight, Andre would give away everything. He would be left with nothing.
What you tell us? So if you don't want the money, Andre would give her everything, the back to school and give her everything.
Not just back to school. He would give to any and everybody who comes to him, the bleeding heart. But I will abide by the non-disclosure agreement. So
Did Wayne steal the money?
even if anybody
Did Wayne
wants
thief
to
the money?
breach it, that's fine. But as a responsible adult and somebody who cares a lot and who has always been there for Andre from March of last year, particularly where his health is concerned, I don't want to really touch on certain issues. I will address the money. No money was stolen. Nobody can get any money out of that account. And I'm going to hold on even tighter. And I know Andre is going to fight with me, but it is for his own good.
Hold on there, Grandma. You look at idiot to come on my page and talk about you are here to bring no Andre. You come off of my page, man. As I'm telling you, someone will go check off, you know. Come off of the nonsense, man. People are talking stuff around here now, still with the nonsense. And uno cause when Andre broke up, you know. Uno pies those people and go check the status on some grey back woman on a bit. Chill out, man. Come on now. Continue, Grandma. Sorry about that.
No, I'll ensure that he has a place to live as much as I can, even in my sick state. And I will also ensure that his money, whatever, legally, the money is mine. Legally, the channel is mine because it's attached to my social security number. It's attached to my account. I have to make sure that I toe the line with IRS and everything else, abide by the laws in the US.
So Grandma, what about Andre's mental health? What are you guys doing about that? So he could strengthen and come back.
We have been trying desperately, trying on every angle to get him some help. He needs to take a break. He needs to go rest. And we all feel the same way, all of us around him. We see what is happening. We love and care for him. And I just don't know what else to do, honestly.
People, if I hear that woman advice yet, these are the people in the background where I met Andre grow. Some of them don't understand things, people. We don't come on social media and not chat on about a crap because we're in the dark room and somebody giving a smartphone.
I want to say that Andre has come on social media and spoke about who I am, what I've been to him, and how I have helped him. He has also said that Bunny and myself, we have never taken a penny. We have never been offered a penny. We have never asked for a penny because I am helping somebody just the way I have been helping Bunny Rose for the past 6 years. And I'm happy to see his growth, his improvement. He's respectful. He's grateful. I could not have asked for a better investment of my energy and time. Bunny is now family. And I was hoping that I would have had the same thing with Andre. I have gone out more on a limb for Dre than I've done for Bunny. But there are some things that needs to be fixed. Whatever we're trying to do, we're doing it out of love. I didn't expect you to call me. I didn't expect to speak on any of these issues, but we recognize that, and several persons recognize, my phone has been ringing, my three phones.
I'm glad you called, Grandma, because people over here for the money issue.
My asthma is flaring up.
Sorry about that.
Right? So I'm not able to talk much, but I will continue to see how best I can continue to help him. But he must accept the help to get well. If not, I think everybody will one day throw their hands up, because it's hard. It's hard to see somebody you care about falling to pieces, suffering, doing things, and you feel helpless. Nothing is worse than helplessness. I handle it well because I see people dying very often in my line of work. And I know that feeling of helplessness. But when it is somebody you're attached to, I mean, Andre is like my own child, the way I have treated him. I have one child. But, I help young men because they are the ones who can come back and rob you and stab you and scam and all sorts of things. So I believe if I can save one, I do that. That is I'm giving back to society.
Thank you, Grandma, because based on where Andre is coming from to where he's at right now, we see the transformation, and we know there's a good team of people behind him. Trust me. I know that. I know that Andrew have some people love him. People don't know that too. When you see Andre Stephen just come around, so not two people.
Set of people behind him. People would be shocked to know who and who guide him. I mean, we get cuss out and hang up phone and everything same way, but that has not deterred us.
We know.
Yeah.
Jaja. Andre Stevens, somebody need look at.
Give me a minute.
People, who anybody on Jamaica see Andre Stevens, grab him and shake him for me now. So wake up! Them all wanna love him enough, people. Me know Bunny people, me know Bunny Rose, I've met the young man before. Very nice and very intelligent. The man is a singer. How many languages Bunny Rose singing, Mama?
8.
You hear the man sing that 8 different languages. How you met Bunny Rose?
He plays 6 instruments.
Because people ask, who is Bunny Rose? Who is Bunny Rose?
He is one of the nicest persons you will ever meet. And everybody would want him for a friend. And he's pursued by a lot of ladies, particularly in the hotel circuit. He performs with Hyatt Group, and he also does some training for them. And he's just about completing his master's in psychology, and I hope to push him into his PhD.
She got Bunny back like a matlock people. Nothing bulletproof vest got Bunny broke back like other women that got Bunny back. But you better know that type of woman.
Yes,
good people them people.
Because he deserves it. Bunny's an orphan. He was born in Grand Spain, and he ended up in a children's home. And he worked and pulled himself up. When Bunny graduated from the Carteret College, he graduated top of the year. Not top of his class, top of his year with 9 subjects.
Wow.
So I'm very proud of him. I've always had success with people who I help.
Gotcha.
This is about the 30th. Andre is number 30.
Young men you help?
Yes, there are several from my high school that I've taken on and I've helped.
Wow. People hear that? So Andre is in good hands, people.
Yes. And I hope he doesn't run out of the grip that we have on him.
People will see this. Be glad she call. Hey, you know, so be glad you call. Because I will attack some people.
I know me call on no call me.
Oh, sorry. Whatever I got. Be glad you come through. Be glad you come in. Be glad you call. Be glad you come through. So people don't hear the nurse I say, she love the man. You understand me? People on the Andre Stephen beat down campaign tonight. This is like a come to Jesus moment. This is almost like an intervention. This show tonight is almost like an intervention. So anybody know Andre
He,
Stevens? Go call him and
honest,
say, boy,
he
where are they?
cannot come back on the YouTube until he is fixed, because I am not prepared to have anybody flinging any lawsuit on me or anything because of things that are said out there. So right now, I don't know who else may have had access to the YouTube, but we have locked it to protect Andre and to protect myself. I will do anything to protect Bonnie. Anything.
So how about it coming at this? How about it would mix up in this? Could you explain to the audience?
Well, he's not mixed up. Bonnie was the person who set up the YouTube account.
Oh.
And the AdSense. He sat down on the floor right here in America, and him and Wayne for 2 weekends straight. There was one Saturday when they spent 8 hours on the phone, back and forth, because they were having Wayne don't want to read. Wayne don't like reading, and he will admit that. So Bonnie is meticulous. Bonnie goes through everything and set it up. And there's some things that, just wasn't working. And the next weekend, they went in and they hammered away at it. When people are using Andre's content, Bonnie sat down for 6 hours a day, striking. I had to say to him, leave it alone and get on to your studies. This is why he's behind Norris. He would have finished his master's already. Because for weeks he was doing that.
Big up, Bonnie. May you watch me now. Bless myself. Wow. It's a strong, powerful team, people. People may never know, you know.
Dre, wherever you are, if you're listening, you know I'm upset with you because you know what you did. But let's fix you first. Because if you are not right, nothing else is going to be right. Nobody's against you.
Nobody's against
Carlos, thanks for calling. I didn't expect that. I would have had to step in. I've dodged a lot of fists in the negotiations. You know, I see people making comments that Wayne is a lawyer, so Wayne twists Andre's arm with legal jargon to get this. To the Dons who is saying that, they did not communicate verbally, neither did they text. There was absolutely no communication. There is a very astute businessman, somebody of the highest integrity, who sat with me throughout this negotiation. Wayne can, confirm this. Wayne was asking for 50%. And I fought with him. I fought vigorously. And I said, Wayne, that is unfair. What if I should demand my share, a management fee? What if Bonnie should take his cut? It can't be 50. I know you're angry. Let's not deal with the anger in doing this. And he was very receptive, and I've always had a good relationship with Wayne, except when he vexed with me and answer me when I have to school him and him do things. But him not block me.
You never block him?
But him just won't answer me. But then I still, I tell him I don't care if you vex with me, I love you just the same.
Wow.
So I think I'm very firm but very fair with both of them.
Grandma, well, me thank you for coming on tonight to shed some light. And we ain't never thief no money. So the whole of us say we ain't thief up in 3 pints sit and we ain't where the man money there. and this and that and money in
Uh,
a cash up and Zelle and all.
anybody said that, I'm going to be very nasty about it now. We're under them mama.
Oh, don't make grandma get mad. You see that people? Can't say what I'm telling you now.
I don't like when people who don't know the facts get up and chat shit and accuse people. Don't tarnish people's reputation. When may not say it, when has gotten death threats, when come find things I'm door, right? A lot of people don't know what's happening behind the scenes.
Wow. Wow. You see, this is serious thing, people. That's
Very serious, and everybody cursing Wayne about Wayne have AIDS and this and that. Some of them better go check them put on them brother and see if they don't have it too. Alright? It's better than having cancer because we're not having no pain. And that I'm very upset about. Very, very upset about it.
You're very upset that it was published?
Yes. And not just published, but it was communicated, articulated to several persons. Also, big old tough alligator looking woman go cussing about it saying, I have AIDS. You don't have AIDS, you have HIV. And it's hardly detective. We just had it for a long time. We're not going to hospital or nothing. Science moved past them, the dons. HIV is not a death sentence.
Magic Johnson have HIV, and him, from come America, him have HIV, and look at the man big and fat and live loving. Look at him, Magic Johnson. You know? I don't think he even have it before. Eh?
You see how Wayne look healthy? You see how Wayne looks healthy?
Mm-hmm.
When is somebody who eats healthy?
I never hear my cough or sick yet. I never hear when sick call him, we call him, you know. You never hear when I'm not cold and sick and I'm dead. I never heard that before.
And what I've said here, I will stand up and say what I need to say, the truth, where Andre is concerned, if and when his time comes. But I don't think the time is now for him to speak. I think he needs to take a break and let us work it out.
You hear the lady? She's a boss, you know. All of you are going on. That woman, who control the money, who? Not no move. If Andre rent for pay, Andre need anything? Back to school?
And it has to come in writing.
You hear that?
Right now,
Say the boss.
we're having some issues. And
so hold on there. Andre can just call you and say, Grandma, send me some money you're sending.
Nobody can ask me for nothing.
It have to be in writing.
It has to be in writing, and it has to be a reasonable request.
So she's protecting money, people. She's protecting him, his money. She build champion, that woman. A good hand, Andre, you're dropping a good hand, boy. Me I tell you, you're dropping a good hand. That lady, a good woman, she got your back. The whole team, people. Come on, man. Come on, people. Me know something good when me see it, you know. Me know something good when me see it. And me know something different when me see it. Because the whole of I watch Andre growth. He might come from here, so when he get kicked out of his own restaurant, and the man on the pan nothing, Facebook, and the man on YouTube. The man a change a jacket suit every day. I don't know. Him in a good hand, people. He just have to look back to school thing they did that day. That was beautiful, you know. That was a mark, you know. That was major, you know, people. So the man in a good hand, and them are there. So even back to school, they have to call you and say, they have to write you to send that money come, right?
Yes. And it is the cause of some issues right now.
You hear that?
Because I'm not a charitable organization. But I'm not going to go into my private affairs because I don't owe anybody any explanation. But just to say that it has, it has not come without its issues and problems, right? But because I am who I am and I toe the line, I have no issues. I can straighten it out. So the people who are saying, oh, I help Wayne to thief Andre and this and that and all the rest of it, I really would like to open my mouth and answer on it. That's why I turn off one of my phone.
People, Grandma Bill, Grandma Bill and Jane.
Andre,
I believe woman I Bill and Jane. I believe nobody can go to this woman.
Right? I'm in a giant church.
Grandma, Nerissa, I'm not telling you, I really appreciate you coming on tonight. Really appreciate you coming on and some stuff, people. It's not but love for Andre, people. Love. The man have a loving people behind him and him out there with him bullshit because him feel to go get help. Boy, go get help. Your backside. Stop F around. People are look for 1,000 people just away from you.
Carlos, stop it.
All right. No, I'm not disrespectful kind of boy, me depa. No. It's not disrespectful.
But at the point where he's at, he cannot deal with, that kind of hostile.
So what will help him? Climb up on tree and beat him with courage? If we don't care help him, if we don't give him soft love, and I get love. You know, teach us some tough love must go in, Grandma.
I would like to.
Climb up on tree with courage. Hey, Andre, you say we could have catch a boy?
Carlos, this is a serious
we love you,
It's a very serious
because work out of him do. Work out of him do, and the people, to me, the haters and the betters don't make the youth life better. You know, make him life better. To the baby, copy a baby, me say, Andre, get well quick. Oh, my baby, this. People, come on, man. Tell Andre the truth, man. We need him. We need him, family. We need him.
Carlos,
Jamaica need him.
There is a group of us who wants better, wants to continue. We're going to take a short break and we will see how we can move forward with the channel.
Okay.
And I will use a part of the money from the channel to assist with his medical care and his day-to-day living expenses. I will assist. I can't say I'll take it fully on, but I will be pushing. I'm hoping we will be able to have the support of people out there while he, recuperates. And we hope to have other persons on and, try to take it in a different direction where we can possibly get corporate sponsorship and all that. So
yeah. So for someone that say, Carlos, we understand mental illness quite well, people. Is it sometimes you have a family member in the intervention? Some of your family members, you have to rope them up and go seek help with them. You never know that? I've seen where family member have to subdue family member to go seek help. If you not seek help, what do you do here? What they do here when they love somebody and they're not listening to people?
This is why people who are getting money from those who have issues, whether medical, mental, whatever it is, they are not the ones to take the step. Look at Michael Jackson. The people who are around him getting his money, who was on his payroll, and they are not going to speak. They're not going to encourage him to get help. In Andre's case, people are afraid to say anything to him because he's going to blast them, and tell them that it is his money and all like that. But I believe we need to save a life here.
That's what I say. If an intervention need an intervention, people, I don't care what some of the pandemic, I understand mental health quite well. Remember that, because I'm mad myself too. So if the man that seek help, somebody will know him. Andre have a strong set of people around him, There are people in Jamaica who love this man, Somebody, if you don't want to go, if you don't love me, I don't know. Hey, look, I pray for all the best people. Send a prayer for Andre. Prayer works. Send up a prayer right now. Right now, everybody there. So right now, don't wait till later. Guys, I'm put in a prayer. Say a prayer right now. God bless Andre. God help Andre. God heal Andre. Say it right now. Everybody else, so just say it right now. God shine the light upon Andre. Say it right now, people. Just say it right now. Type it. 1,000 are only there, so type it in there, so. God shine some light on Andre. God help Andre what the situation is going on. God know. Say something about Andre. Good wishes. Send it up. Where two or more are gathered. Send it up, people. Send it up. Send it up, man. Send it up for the youth. We are human beings on this earth. We all make mistakes on this earth. We all have a days. We don't know when after be 9 o'clock. Me don't know when after me 3 o'clock, people. We don't know upon earth. Send up a prayer for you. Don't tell me son I wait till tonight to go pray. Because someone say, I'll keep in my prayer. I'm going to tell a lie. You'll never remember nobody after I left the scene. Say it right now. Bless up the youth. Set it up. Set it up, man. I said I love you. One of them alone upon YouTube. One of them after me say about the youth. I pay a chat to the color culture. One of them. I'm sit in front of YouTube. One of them. Not even one God bless Andre Minister on the pan. How are you doing, man?
Also for Wayne. Wayne has been suffering over the past couple of weeks. We all have. Everybody has been stressed out. The only person who is not stressed out is Bonnie.
So you see that, people? So now we understand the rest of the story. So that's why we never know all them stuff here now. So from a blogger to Andre, you know, so me, I saw Carlos stay. Me want you get well. And if you know, listen everybody like them have loving people who are softly, I reach out to help you and you run from this type of help. Only on social media, oh Andre, I'll take care of yourself. So you see, I'll come up on social media, make it worse for you too. At this point, you don't want them talking anymore. Because if me have a brother like that, me go for him. I mean, I go fix him. I can't go somewhere, people. At least try. Not everybody go stay at the facility and take them. Some will run back, you know. Some will run away because they don't want to get the help. But this time, you need an intervention. And anybody will love the brother. Not joking, man. They want to save him. It might be by force intervention. So me see people. When I say me I talk tough, look here, if I'm a brother, at them type of level me depend. Same way. We have to do something, you know, what we never have to do. Force you. Because we say, come in, guys, look at help you and I take the help. What must you do? See your family member suffer? See the guy go help and dead and no day no more. Because when people have challenges, you know, people, anything can happen, they don't know themselves in the family. So at this point, you need somebody, some strong muscle. As some see it, come on, work out there for the people love you. And go get the rehab and help where you need and come back, my brother. Because these people here, they ain't going nowhere. Them are people are stronger than Trump cult. They ain't going nowhere. Tell me, I tell if Andre, go for a couple of months, go get yourself well. Them are people that come back louder and bigger. Them not going nowhere, Andre Stevens. Let me tell you that, my brother. With love from this platform to yours. That's how I see it. Grandma.
What they need to do is to, if they want to support, once we get back online, they support the channel.
Okay, guys, you hear that? So it's all about Andre and the love for him and try to get him some help. It's not the bull crap on my platform. We want help for the brother. We don't say prayer. No stop say prayer for him. All of uno, 1,000 of people him have, you know. We don't go down for Nice City for the youth. Go to Nice City. Because some things are right about you. Some things are right. And see them people that show him love there. See him destroy and produce. Him not no producer now. They want to sit down normal. I will sit down on social media and enough and think this normal. They man they plead something where God bless him with. Look where the youth are come from. One of the biggest platforms in Jamaica. There's no light in that room. Nobody can go turn the on. So make us send up some prayer for youth. And anybody who know him, go to Andre Yard, go find him anywhere in there. If you have to drape him up, you want some muscle, carry him go to rehab. Fix him. You have great potential, brother. Let me tell you something, Grandma. This is when God has something in store for you and life get ready to take it to another level. Things always happen. I don't know what's getting ready to happen for partner draw. What cause is between him and Wayne. But this is what I know. Anytime God is ready to take it to another level, the devil always show up in my head. And if you don't know and unaware of that, you believe that people have hand in your life. But let me tell you people, every time you're about to move forward, something always pop up in your head. And if you don't know yourself, you believe that people have hand in your life. But it's a natural aspect of life, people. And I believe the partner Jah was about to go somewhere when this happened. I was looking for them to become a brand ambassador. They would take the show to another level. People show gone. Andre at the top of his farm, people at the top of his game. This go happen, people. At the top of his game, Grandma.
Maybe the universe has a different direction. Who knows?
Well, that might be true too. Maybe that might be true too, man. But Andre never have to do nothing more than come turn on in light every 8 o'clock at night time and just talk. Talk. You're a talker. Talk. You have a mouthpiece in Jamaica. Talk. That's what they do. Come on, come talk. Sure. Brother, me say, Wayne, let me tell you right now, y'all listen. And Andre, y'all listen right now. Something come between Uno. Some was that get ready to take off. Me don't know what. I wanna tell me all them things. I don't know no page, right? Some was about to take off big for the show, people. Me, I tell you no. I saw the devil stay, you know. You better identify that in anyone in life. Every time you get ready to get up like now, body weight I keep me down. The car move forward. The gradient of the hill I keep it back. The plane of the air I move, people. The breeze, the turbulence I hold the plane back. The shipping of the sea, the turbulence I hold it back. For every forward movement, there's always a negative force pulling you back and up here. Remember that, people. For every forward movement, there's always a negative force pulling it back. Something was about to happen. Me don't know what it is. Grandma, thank you so much for coming on tonight. It has been a pleasure having you on here. Hear me? And thank you what you do for Andre Stevens and the Partner Draw movement. Thank you what you do. Thank you for bringing us some light and keep the line turned on a Partner Draw Avenue for so long. You understand me? I'm gonna like to see you come back, people. Want to see you come back, people. Want to see you come back. Want to see you come back. Want to see you come back. In the name of Father God the Most High, want to see you come back. And if you ever use it by force and someone with some muscle, I have to grab up Andre Stevens and I'll get him some fix. Because look here, man. How are you doing, people? Enough of the long talking. Grandma, thank you so much, Mama. Have a wonderful night. You stay up. How about your health and your mental health through all of this? How you manage to all of this? How you feel through all of this before you hang up?
I don't have mental health issue, you know, because if it comes to a situation where I have to deal with an issue or somebody, I take off my head and put it one side and do what I have to do, then I put it on back. All right? I smell has been really giving me a hard time since an incident a few days ago. But I have good medical care and it's coming along.
Yeah, but Mama, let me tell you something.
Nobody knows what the team has been going through.
Nobody knows what the team has been going through.
Nobody has any idea. Every last one of us, at least 4 of us were there. And one of the ladies, you know, just it has been a tower of strength and our boots on the ground. When Andre blocked me and not talking to me and only released the phone to carry on, it's just that I reach out to who can reach him. And call and make sure him get food, make sure him all right, you know, everything.
So you're like a mother to him.
What else can I be? I can't be in love. I just thought I'd say something to laugh, but
yeah, it's serious.
You know,
it's serious. It's a serious stuff. It's a serious matter. Grandma. Thank you, because we want to wrap this up. Thank you so much.
I'm going to take my breathing treatment.
Go on and make sure I'm pray for your health. You know, get well soon too. Bless up here.
Right.
All right. Good night. Want to hear that, people? So now we are here with the full story now. So if you really love Andre Stevens, somebody set up some prayer for him and somebody will go over him yard anyway and go help him and say, bro, time we come for you, you know. We come for you. We come for you. We're not taking a call on this phone right here. We have a different phone we're taking a call on.
Carlos,
yes, Wayne.
I want to say to Andre, back off the team. You go after the team because they're not throwing me under the bus, it's going to infuriate me more. Back off the team. Take this warning very, very seriously. Back off. Sort yourself out. Back off the team. You are going to infuriate me further if you continue. I have a set of interviews coming up. I will be speaking to Head Teacher K tomorrow night. Saturday, I will be speaking to Shelley Coran. And Sunday night, I'll be speaking to Lady Bling.
Mm-hmm.
Andre, back off. An apology solve this whole problem. I'll walk away peacefully as I promised. Back off.
Well,
I want to thank the audience for listening, Carlos, because after these sets of interview, I will be moving on from this situation. Whoever wants to discuss this after Sunday, Carlos will discuss this with themselves or with Andre Stevens. But come Monday morning, after my last interview on Sunday, all of this, Carlos Gray, all of this is behind me. All of this is behind me. So I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank those who believed in me from the very first start. I want to say for those who still think I'm a thief and I'm a liar, I ask of you to think objectively, to think critically, and try to apply a balance. That's all I want to say, Carlos. Thank you very much, Carlos, for this audience. You have been a tower of strength. You've took a bullet for me. You've took many bullets for me in this situation.
Oh, yeah. I know gunshot we take and bomb.
You sought to do what was fair, and I appreciate it. I respected you very much for that, and hats off to you.
Don't forget me when they win the lotto in England, you know, if you make me know.
Definitely. Me are somebody who always a dash with money, so money is not an issue for me.
All right, Wayne. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming on bravely and defend your honor and integrity.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that audience.
And for all you guys who come over here. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank everyone for listening, whether you agree with me or not, whether you believe me or not. Thank you very much for your ears this evening.
So, thank you so much, Wayne. Thank you so much, my brother. So long.
You're welcome.
Good luck with whatever you do out there, yeah? Enough love.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Guys, thank you for coming on and tuning into this epic interview. You hear everything, people. It's no hate, it's love. And if you love Andre, send him love, make a wish him good. Cause the man just want some help. Maybe need some rest, burn himself out. Worry, bada. Need some help, people. We are human beings. Anything I go on with Andre can happen to me too. I mean, when something happen to me, when I come back and laugh, and they go on, Carlos, go on. No, Carlos, man, I'm not doing. Carlos, go out with a nice selfie, baby Carlos. You want your nipple back? No, do that to me, man. If you say Carlos, you don't know me, you know. If you see me, I go south. All the people know Carlos. You don't know me is about. If I come down here one day, honestly, I don't think that's Carlos. People, check me. Check me real quick. Shit me. Don't support me for going on a slippery slope. I see that so many times on social media. People cheer other people to the death. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want you to do that. All right, guys? Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you guys. As usual, I am a student in your guys' class. So make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on this platform, you like the work and want to join the family over here, go ahead and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. And if you don't like this page, make sure you check what other work we do first before you join this page. And if you don't like what we do, don't come here with no trouble. Don't come in a bag of doodle. Just hit that button and find another page with a rage. Me not time Peter at this stage. People, me love you. Thank you so much. Respect to Andre Stevens. Anyway there. Brother, from my brother to another brother. My platform to your platform. Tonight I what? Me there for your platform right at 9:40 now. Me that watch you right now. Me that see where me that watch your show now and see what Andre have to say about the woman resigned today. Me that hear what you say about the 6 them and all the money, Andre. Or you not gonna find out which Andre we are do. Me want to find out who have the money in Andre, who are people Grand Pitney City, you know. Brother, come on, man. Come on. And the mark. Get set. Go. Let's do this again. Anything can happen, people. Let's pray for the youth. Let's pray for the youth. And guess what I see on social media? I've seen so many bloggers who make money off of Andre Stevens videos and a daily. Would have played Andre passa video them and all them dark, ugly voice note there while them a go through him stuff. They make a killing off of Andre while him there on the ground, them a kick him in the head. While Andre's page was passa and them voice note, you have bloggers who play them. And guess what them say when them don't play them now? Guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe. They wouldn't even say, boy, guys, I don't know what's going on with Andre page. I'm just wishing him the best. Not even best wishes from them bloggers will live for you like a leeches. Not even best wishes Andre Stevens get. As some of the bloggers me see live off their contents every day. Still post you when you're in the gutter. Not on this page. I will never put that to nobody. Andre, give me people. Andre himself send the voice notes to be put out here. Andre himself send the voice note to put out here. We said, no, we not do that. We not join them peke that. I tell him, say, we don't know that, brother. Find some other blogger. My page run different. So some people will poach Andre video every day and make money and fight. When Andre page, the light turn off on Andre veranda on the page and appear nastiness on the page, you say, boy, I mean, I go post it here, sir. No, coming like where I go and maybe I do mental health, you still post it. And when you don't, say, guys, I don't know what's going on with Andre, and I just wish him all the best. You never said that. Guess what you say now? You promote yourself on the sick man. You see when I say some wicked, dirty John cross somehow, you promote yourself on the sick man and the bad situation are going. Guys, like, comment, and share. Guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. That's it. Not one man say, guys, I don't know what's going on with Andre, but I wish him the best. Someone not John crying, Me gone. Me loving the people. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's pray for the man. Because nobody can take Andre chair. Ain't nobody before him. Ain't nobody after him. I don't see it yet. Make them come. Me not see it. It no matter what you do. You could have sound like Andre Stevens till you can't sound like him no more. You could have dressed like him till you can't. It never work. There's a spot there for everybody. Like I said, every blogger of them people. Every single blogger. Every single one. You can start a page tonight and tomorrow. People will follow you no matter what you're selling. But there's an Andre Stevens page. Nobody can tell. Tonight, the lights are off on Andre Stevens' veranda. We need that back on, people. Not true? Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you guys maybe later or tomorrow. I'm out.